Aloha, everyone, and welcome to the worst program on the internet, The Blues. I'm Steve Murray, and if I'm looking a little washed out today, well, it's because I got some new equipment and I really just don't know how to use it yet. So live and learn, right? You know, last week I had such a good time presenting some of the music of Stevie Ray Vaughan that I figured, what the hell, let's stay in the state of Texas. Let's go back to the Texas Top 100 and see if we can't find another artist to profile. So, from that Top 100 list, at number 14 is Janis Joplin. Janis was born in 1943 in Port Arthur, Texas. It's a small oil refinery town on the Gulf of Mexico. And for someone like Janis, growing up, in a small conservative southern town was extremely difficult. She was just different. She was kind of an outsider. So were her friends. They listened to strange music, stuff like Bessie Smith and Ma Rainey, Lead Belly as well. When she got to high school, she was often ostracized and bullied. She was overweight, and she did suffer from a severe acne problem, which caused scarring on her face. She was called a freak and a pig and some other inappropriate nicknames, especially after 10th grade, where during a social studies class, she spoke out in favor of school desegregation. Apparently, desegregating the schools at that time in Texas was not a very popular opinion, but Janis spoke out in favor. And that lack of kindness didn't just end there. I believe she spent a year at the University of Texas at Austin, where she was once named the ugliest man on campus by some fraternity members. You know, it seems that no matter Janis's fame, no matter her charisma, no matter how strong she always looked from the outside, I think Janis always suffered from self-doubt, a low opinion of herself. And I think that was based upon being, again, just picked on for, seems like forever, growing up as a child. And this sort of, failure to connect with people even continued into adulthood. Yeah, she had a number of short-term relationships with both men and women, but I think at the end of the day, Janis, she lacked the one thing I think she wanted more than anything else, and I think that was just true love. Again, she had a lot of toys to play with, but no one to really just to be here there for her, I guess. So in a sense, I guess she was just lonely, world famous and lonely. I guess it's not really hard to understand why she turned to drugs and alcohol. Maybe it was just to feel something. Janis Joplin died at the age of 27 in 1970, just 16 days or so after Jimi Hendrix also lost his life to drugs. And like Hendrix, even though her musical output was small, just 4 studio albums and a couple live recordings, the impact that she had was so enormous. Her talent was so recognizable and so unique that her legend far outlasted her life and her recorded output. And I think that would probably be true. You know, if she lived to 80 years of age, I think her impact would still last decades and years after. Who knows? But thinking of Janis Joplin, I do got one song, and it's a favorite of mine. I actually got a CD set here. I'll show you in a little bit. But it's a song called Cry Baby, and I think it's Janis in a live performance in all of her glory. So I want to give it a listen, and I think you're going to dig it. Janis Joplin, ladies and gentlemen.
Joplin.
Told you.
Baby. You know she tell you. Honey, know she told you that she loved you much, much more than I did. But I know she left you, and you swear that you just don't know why. But honey, you know it'll always be right. If you ever want me, come on and cry, cry, baby. Cry, baby. Cry, baby. Oh, honey, welcome back home. Don't you know? Honey, ain't nobody ever gonna love you the way I tried today to take your pain and all your heartaches. And honey, you know it'll always, always be right. If you ever want me, come on and cry, cry, baby. Cry, baby. Cry, baby. Honey, like you always seem to do. And I know that it might be true, darling, that the grass always looks greener when you're looking in somebody else's eye. But honey, enough the real thing was waiting for you at home. I saw you did. I had a man. He said, honey, honey, you know that I love you. See, but I gotta go find myself, you know, I gotta go find my life. I gotta go find myself over in Africa, or over in New York City, or over in Olima. Someplace those cats are always wandered off to. I never figured out exactly where it was. They always going somewhere, man. And I said, baby, don't you realize you're looking for your life over there, honey? You know where your life is? Your life's waiting like a goddamn fool right here for you, man. And one morning you're gonna wake up in Casablanca, one of those fancy places, honey. You're gonna be freezing to death, man. You're gonna wake up and you say, good God, Lord. Good, good God, Lord. I just went off and left that woman in that great big huge double bed with a great big fur rug on top of it, no satin sheets, man. What am I doing in Casablanca, man? I mean, really, man. One of these days that cat's gonna wake up and say that to himself. And when he comes back home, there, just like a Capricorn that I am, I'll be standing there waiting, man. Said, baby, I knew one day, and I knew one day, as you finally come on home to me, honey, when you walk through my front door, I'm gonna be able to tell by the look in your eyes. I say, good God, that man finally done got it. Lord, that man finally done realize. So you can put your head on my shoulder, baby, yeah. 'Cause I know you got some more tears to shed, dear. So come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, and cry, cry, baby. Cry, baby. Cry, baby. Oh, honey, welcome back home. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cry, baby. Cry, 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 dear. I know when you wanna get a little bit lonely, baby. Cry. Cry. Cry, baby. You can talk to your mama now. Honey, you gonna talk to your sweet little mama now.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Pearl, Janis Joplin. And there's just so many things I just love about that video. One is I like how she's kind of bouncing in and out of the camera frame as opposed to the camera following her around real closely. I think that adds to some of the energy of the performance. But more than anything, really, well, of course, I just love Janis Joplin's voice. It's totally unique, and one of the parts too in the middle section where she's speaking and laughing. I love to listen to Janis Joplin laugh because it's soft. She kind of giggles, and it's got that raspiness to it as well. It's an amazing combination. But hey, I did want to share this with you because. Check this out. So I bought this, I don't know how many decades ago, if I can put this up to a good view here. That track actually is included on this 3D set. Not the same performance, but it is on here. And pretty much all kinds of really cool stuff. And I just wanted to share this. Check this out. Right? Look at that. That's a beautiful piece of music history there, my friend. So, hey, you know how this goes, right? First of all, I just want to say thank you once again for joining me here. Do me a big favor if you would. Please go ahead and like below. You know where the stuff is right down there. Subscribe, shoot me a note, paste an email or paste a comment, whatever you want to do. Shoot me an email. Yes, I'm getting towards the end, and that's when I typically start to ramble, so I'm going to wrap this up. But once again, thank you. We'll see you next time.